If you're arrested, do you think police should have the right to search a cell phone without a warrant? Well, it's a case that has garnered the attention of the U.S. Supreme Court, and our legal expert, Jay Davis, is here to weigh in. All right, Jay. So under the Fourth Amendment, police need a warrant to conduct a search. So do you feel like that constitutional right carries over in the case of cell phones?
Well, I personally think it probably does.
Okay.
They're going to be looking at some things. It's unreasonable searches, and what the Supreme Court has decided is that certain searches are appropriate. If your car is impounded, instant to arrest. If you have a purse, they've got a right to go through those things. The Supreme Court says they do have a right to, but it's basically for an inventory.
Okay.
And it's basically to make sure that there's not some sort of item in there that would be hazardous or that maybe should be should not be in your possession.
So you think cell phones are going to fall into that category?
I don't think so. I don't think they should. I think that they might in this particular case, but I don't think that they should, because cell phones contain privacy information.
Okay.
You might have pictures, you might have things that you intend, or even notes or journals or that type of thing that you intend to be private, and you intend not to be exposed to the public. And I don't think that the police would have a right to that information without some purpose to go into that information.
What about the type of crime? What about the type of crime? Because some people who are arrested for jaywalking or littering, what if the police take their cell phone into custody and then search it? Do you feel like they have the right in that case?
Generally, the police have to do what they have probable cause to do prior to a warrant. If they have probable cause for arrest prior to getting an arrest warrant, then they go ahead with the arrest, or probable cause for a stop before they do a stop. If a police officer, if it's a jaywalking, why would they need to look at whatever happened in the phone? That's not relevant to the arrest whatsoever. They should, if the information is not going to get lost, they will have it. If they have the right to go into it, they should have to first go get a warrant to go into that.
So the San Diego guy who was arrested after a traffic stop, they found guns in his car, and then they looked into his phone. They found evidence of gang membership and attempted murder. So do you think that, how do you think the Supreme Court
I think they should. I think
matter?
they had the phone in their custody. If they wanted to go into the phone and they thought it was relevant, they had the opportunity to ask the court for permission to go into it. I don't think that in of itself, their crime says their phone should have anything, that they suspected some evidence on the phone. If somebody was stopped actually for a traffic violation of texting while driving, and it was believed that somebody was seen texting while driving, and then the police checked their phone prior to arresting to see that there was a dated time stamp that was correct, that might be probable cause to look into a phone. I think that's where the difference lies, is there a purpose connected to the crime?
All right, Jay, thanks for weighing in. And of course, if you've got a legal question, you can send an email to aminelli@41nbc.com. Jay and I will answer it right here on the news at 6. And when we come back,